What's up? Sorry it's dark. That will be explained later. I just want to give a fair warning or disclaimer that this video starts in one way and I'm like explaining everything that's gonna happen, and then it kind of goes a different way because of autism related things. I don't want people are like just autism things. Anyways, so yeah, it kind of goes into a different direction. It ends up being fun. I end up reading funny reviews for something, so yes. But I just wanted to say that is the direction the video is going in, so that you're not like, what is happening? But yeah, here's what was supposed to be the beginning. Now, what's up? I am driving to work. Today's topic is going to be it's going to be a positive video around like seasonal depression and like when that seasonal depression lifts once it starts getting into like the good part of the year. As you can see, it's sunny today and it's going to be warm. It's going to be like in this like 70 degrees today, which I'm like, oh my god. You do not understand how long I've been waiting for this. But first, I just want to say, for some reason, I feel compelled to say this. I don't know why I feel the need to say this. This shirt is like, I dug this out of my closet. It is not at all the clothes that I usually wear. Like, I don't really know how I feel about it. But I was having one of those days where I'm just like so sick of all of my clothes that I normally wear, and I was just like, I have to wear something different because I was like so sick of them. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but that was like what happened today. So I grabbed this shirt because it's like yellow. I wanted bright color, I wanted something like sun related, but it has these crimps right here, and I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's okay as long as I don't have a layer over it, but if I try to put a sweatshirt over this or like any type of layer over this, it's awful. But anyways, this is a positive video, so let's talk about the positive things, which is just that feeling when the seasonal depression is lifting. And obviously it's not immediate. It takes maybe like a month or so. But it's kind of weird because I live in an area where the majority of the year is not like this. It's not weather that I feel happy in, which is actually part of the reason why I really want to move, because I'm in the Pacific Northwest. So it is very much, it's not the best for someone with seasonal depression. I will say. I kind of didn't really have the best understanding of what seasonal depression even looks like for me. I mean, I know that I hate winter and things kind of always go really poorly for me in winter. I know that by the time it's August, I'm already just really upset all the time because I'm just dreading so badly what I know is coming. And every winter I'm always like not sure if I will see the spring because it's just such an ordeal for me. But I don't know that I ever really have called it seasonal depression before. I had this experience recently where a couple of months ago, I started a medication. It's Wellbutrin. And oh my God, I didn't know that I was experiencing serious depression before I started taking the medication, which I can talk about that in another video. But it also made me realize that a lot of what I was dealing with was because of the season and the weather. Every year I sort of tend to have it in my mind that things just start going wrong for me every year around October or November, and everything is horrible. Whereas in summer, I feel like I have no problems, and anything that comes my way is just, that's just a little problem. I can deal with that. I can solve it. I can overcome it. It's not going to be forever. My attitude towards life is so different in the summer, which is just very interesting. I would love to hear like other people's experiences with seasonal depression and like how that shows up for you, because I don't know, I've never really talked to anybody about it, so I don't know like what's really to expect for seasonal depression. I'm holding my phone because I'm coming up on a curve and it will fall over if I don't hold on to it. I am going to get a car mount, I swear. Sorry, I also feel like this is such a tangent, but I feel like I'm masking so much right now and I don't know how to turn it off. For some reason, it's seeming that like as soon as I started talking about the weather, because I have been talking about the weather over and over and over and over and over again at work, and it's like I'm such in a high masking mode that like I started talking about the weather and like immediately got like shunted into that mode. And now I don't know how to turn it off. Also probably because I'm like going to work right now, but it's just me. Oh my god, what in the world? I'm so sorry. Anyways, what I was trying to say is it's just me and you in the car, so I'm gonna try and relax. And okay, someone just fully cut me off. Let's just enjoy the ride to work together without having to pretend anything. I don't know, I wanted to talk about, I love this time of year. It obviously, seasons changing are difficult for me because a lot changes, but man, it's such a relief. It's like a weight lifts and everything feels better, almost in a way that like you don't notice before it changes, but then once it does, you're like, whoa, how have I been living this whole time without this? And I just feel so much more energy. I feel like I want to go outside a lot more, and I feel less pressure to go out when it is nice, because I'm like, it'll be nice again soon. I don't have to go out and enjoy the sun because it's the only sun I'm gonna get in the next month. So there's a botanical garden near me that I went to, and I filmed a bit for you, so I can play that after this. You can enjoy the visuals of the garden. It was pretty. Right now it is like the beginning middle of April, and so May is usually like really, really beautiful for plants here. Oh my god, it's beautiful for plants. So I'll have to go again and see like more flowers. You guys are just, I'm so sorry, you're like sliding. My camera is sliding down. I think I'm almost out of footage, so we'll pick this back up after work. I just wanted to film this intro right now because I felt like it. So yeah, thanks for being here. I will see you later. Bye. Okay, so it's a little bit darker now. I went to work and there was like very fundamental things about the setup were changed, aka I was at a different workstation, which really really throws me off. And it's kind of one of those things where like there's no one for me to get mad about or to get mad at, because it kind of just like has to happen that way sometimes. But oh lord, it really bothers me, and it just completely messes up my whole day. And I don't know, yesterday I feel like you can tell in the video that I was, and I said it in the video because I could feel it. I was like, I don't know why I'm masking so much, but I got like stuck into, I don't know, yesterday was like a masking day, I guess. I have no idea what to call it, but it's like, it's the kind of thing where like I was at work and I was like doing my shift, and I was like, I really hit a stride where I was like doing it really well. I was like doing really good at peopling and masking, and I know I've been doing this long enough to know that that is not good. It means that I will be very tired as soon as I'm alone, because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the better I'm at masking right now and I'm in this weird stride, I'm gonna collapse when I get home. Anyways, so So yeah, yesterday I just went home and turned off all the lights and didn't really do much of anything. That's usually like what I do in the evenings anyway. I just have like one string of Christmas lights on, and that's all the lights I do. I have another light on so that you can see me, because you know it shows up darker on the camera than it actually is. But yeah, I just did not feel like talking, and I don't want to make myself talk when I don't feel like talking, because that's not fun for me, and it wouldn't be fun for you to watch, because I would just be saying nonsense. But now it's the next day, it's Friday, and work is done. And I honestly, like, I haven't processed any of it yet. So, yeah, I have no words. But I did want to talk to you and hang out for a little bit. I found... I was looking... Okay, so, I need to pull this up on my computer because I had it up on my phone. Oh no. Oh yes, okay. Okay, so... there's a car that I've been looking for. And it's hard to find. This is so funny. How do I do this on my... Hang on. I'm trying to pull up Google reviews on here, and... Why do I not know how to do this on my computer? Oh, it's because I'm on Bing. Okay. Actually, fun fact about me is I was always a Bing. I always preferred Bing. But my phone defaults to Google, so let's just use Google for this because I want to look at the same thing I was looking at before. So basically what happened is I cannot talk and type at the same time. Yes, there's this car I've been looking for months and months at this point. It's not easy to find. And I've had a couple leads that ended up being scammy dealers. But I found this one today. I sent them a message. They sent me a message back, whatever. I'm thinking, like, maybe I should read the reviews. There is a whole insane story that's going on in these reviews. I see that it's 3.4 stars, and I'm like, but there's a lot of 1-star reviews. So I go sorting them by lowest rating. This is crazy. There are some recurring names in these reviews, some recurring characters. I am gonna give them different names just because I don't want to do the wrong thing here. But one of the names is so perfect for the character that's being built around this one employee, so I'm like, how am I gonna figure out a better name? Let's see. I'm trying to find, like, I was reading these reviews are so funny, and when the owner or the manager, it's just the manager, starts responding to these, and he's so sassy and he's so angry, and he's like telling everyone that they're lying. Okay, let's just start. We'll start with some of the first ones, and the story will unfold. So this employee that keeps popping up, let's call him Carl. Carl was extremely rude and unprofessional. He dismissed us when a car didn't even have a working battery, implied we couldn't afford the cars. That comes up a lot. It's so funny because the owner keeps, I'm sorry to go off track like this, but the owner keeps accusing all of these people of lying. But every reviewer is painting the same picture. They're all telling the same story. Okay. Made offensive comments about our accent and lied about a fake mandatory fee. Overall, disrespectful and dishonest. Misleading sales tactics. Final price was $2,400 over advertised price for accessories dealer fees. Apparently they charged $2,000 dealer fee. Lied over the phone and said there was room for negotiation, but claimed they are a no haggle lot when we came out, 1 hour drive. Proceeded to make a rude comment as we left because the car was out of our budget. This is also such a recurring thing here, is that they tell people that there's room for negotiation, but when they get there, they are hardline, no haggle. They will not budge on the price at all. Okay, this is another one featuring Carl. I don't know why this is so funny to me, but like, it's just the progression of me like going into this so hopeful and just being like, what is going on? Went by to test drive a specific model Subaru I had been looking for today. Called to make sure it was there before driving over. We live out of the area, but we're visiting family in where this is. Went to see it, and Carl opened up the doors and started the engine and told us to look around the car. About 5 minutes later, he came out and asked us what we thought. I said, great, we'd love to take it for a test drive. He immediately starts pushing back, saying, well, we don't let everyone drive all the cars. Can you see this in your driveway tonight? Of course I could. That's why I called to check and see if he had the specific car and then drove across the city to check it out on a Sunday afternoon. He kept saying that if we weren't going to buy it today, then we couldn't test drive the car. I have no idea how we were supposed to know if we wanted to buy the car without driving it first. I wasn't going to stand there and haggle with the guy for a test drive, so we left. There's a lot in here about bad work too. One where they bought the car and mechanic overfilled the oil. A lot of buying the car and then very soon needing thousands of dollars of repairs. Horrible experience. Do not buy from these guys. Bought a truck there, then tried to fill the tank with no avail. Had to replace the broken canister pump module and fuel filler pipe assembly. It costs over $2,000 to fix too, except for buying it. When I talked to the manager, this is another character. Let's see, because there's two managers, and one of them gets more complaints, but the other one is the one responding to people, and there are definitely complaints about him. So this manager, let's call him Steve. When I talked to the manager, Steve, I asked him for his name after getting nowhere, and he said he said he gave it to me at the beginning of the conversation and refused to give it to me again. I had to call back and get his name from Sherman, made up name, my salesman. Sherman, all of these characters are recurring. Then Sherman had the nerve to try and defend his manager's actions, so beware. Steve is a complete jerk. Do not buy from these people. And we have Carl again. Came in today to see a white 20 Subaru Outback they had on a lot. Salesperson named Carl introduced himself and showed me the car. He claimed to have a clean Carfax. I guess that would be like a Carfax report. And the car looked good inside and out. He started the car and popped the hood. After a few minutes of doing my own inspecting, I noticed some issues. When I tried to show him, he became aggressive and dismissed it as nothing. Do these people want to sell cars or not? I had to fetch some oil from the leak point with my finger just to prove my point, since he was unwilling to take a closer look. They went somewhere else. Oh my gosh. Someone said all the other one-star reviews about Carl are correct. He needs a lengthy customer service training or termination. Lost the business a cash-in-hand sale because he's rude and professionally inept. I can tell. The rest of these comments. Oh, there's one in here about KBB value that is so funny. There's another one too where I feel for the person who bought it, but there were so many points where they should have walked away and they kept being like, I just said yes. And I'm like, no, don't say yes. Yeah, a lot of stuff about bad work, poor inspection, and having to fix a bunch of issues. Never actually thought I had to make this, but please be aware of Carl. Called in today to ask about an 86, talked price, and he had the audacity to say it was out of my price range just because I sound young. Why does he keep telling people that things are out of their price range? Yes, I'm young, but that's not the point. This is insane. When he later asked me questions, I started the reply with or He deadass started to make, this person describes it as autistic noises, imitating me. What kind of salesman is this? I don't know if this is like normal and I'm just like reacting this way because I've never encountered this before, but what is going on here? These reviews go back like 7 years and they're still just in business. I don't understand. Yeah, here's another one where they backtrack on whether they negotiate. Called and attempted to negotiate a car over the phone since I live over an hour out. Okay, here we have another. There's 4 recurring characters. So we've got Carl, Steve, and oh no. Oh no. Carl, Steve is one of the managers, another salesperson. What did I call him? What the heck did I call him? Okay, well, when he comes back up, I'll be like, that's the second salesperson. This is regarding the second manager, the one that's been responding to people. Let's call him Timothy. Called and attempted to negotiate a car over the phone since I live over an hour out. Timothy was nice over the phone and politely explained that they don't negotiate over the phone and I would have to go in person to discuss prices. Drove that hour to check out the car and the gentleman laughed at me and told me they are firm on all prices whether I paid cash or financed. They were asking the original 2020 MSRP for a used 4-year-old car. Ridiculous. I don't know why they keep doing that. That's so... Is that normal for like a... This is auto... It's called... described as auto wholesale. So I'm not sure what the difference is between that and a... I guess this is just a used car place, right? Okay, let's see. Okay. And also, I just want to say, I'm laughing at these stories, but a lot of them involve people like losing out on money because of this dealership. So I just want to say I'm not laughing at them, and I don't want to be insensitive to that because that really, really sucks. Here we go. January 2023, bought an older Infiniti Q45. Oh, I don't know what this is. From out of state. Have been looking for one that in very good condition for a long time. Paid a lot of money to have it transported to their state, paid more than the car was worth, and was assured that the car was checked out from their own mechanic. It was in fantastic shape. Buyer beware. Any qualified mechanic would have discovered the following, and they list a bunch of issues. There's oil leaks, battery issues, power steering fluid leak, all that kind of stuff. I trusted this dealer to sell a quality used car as they advertised, and trusted the sales rep to know what he is selling. Spoiler alert, it's Carl, because this is the first one that the owner responded to. They did not care. The company is a perfect example of a used car dealer who claims to only sell good quality cars and does not. This is why the reputation of car dealers is so bad. I called the dealer with my concerns and never received a call from the owner. Trust but verify with your own mechanic with these guys because they're not honest and their so-called mechanic is a joke. So the owner would not respond to their calls, but they responded to this review. They say, customer name. Can you share the full story, please? When I read this, I was thinking, okay, maybe this one customer is lying and they wanted to clear the air, but everyone is saying the same thing. So there's no way all these people are lying. You purchased a 28-year-old Infiniti Q45. Carl, our customer representative, told you clearly the car is in good shape but not new. It's in a good condition for the age and the miles it has on it. He even took pictures of the vehicle and did a walk around and shared with you every little detail possible. After full disclosure, you asked for a discount, they include the amount, to make a deal work and worth for you. We discounted the car, less than what they asked for, to compensate for the vehicle's age and condition. Customer name. How much more could be done to make it a better and smoother transaction? Feel free to reach out and discuss this matter further. And then he's signed off as Timothy. Yeah, feel free to reach out, but they're not going to respond. Oh, here's one that's interesting. I had an agreement with, and this is the second sales guy. I cannot remember what I called him. But we're going to call him Robin. On a Saturday, after getting an 05 Nissan Frontier inspected by the dealership that he would fix 2 major problems that were found on the truck, I gave him the $170 report from the dealership and was told the parts would arrive on Wednesday morning for his guy to fix it. I was called once again on Monday and told the parts were still on schedule and I could pick it up probably Wednesday afternoon. I ended up finding out after calling back that Wednesday multiple times that they ended up selling the truck on that Tuesday before the parts got there. They sold it to someone while knowing that there was about $3,000 worth of repairs to do. These guys are the worst of the worst, and to top it all off, only after they realized I caught them in a lie did they offer to refund the $170 for the inspection. It says that this person was contacted by the customer who ended up buying the truck, and she reported that after 2 days it completely broke down and had $12,000 worth of damage. That I don't know, but this is unverified. I mean, that's all unverified, but it goes on to say she had to threaten legal action after the salesperson wouldn't put her in contact with the manager. They made her sign a non-disclosure agreement before they would give her money back, and after 3 weeks she finally got her money back. But the moral of the story is these guys are scumbags. Yeah. Sharing my car buying experience from a couple days ago. We found a car we wanted to buy, and when we inspected the car, we noticed a missing weather stripping under the hood. Robin told me it wouldn't be more than $10 and is willing to send me one in the mail. I was happy with that arrangement and sat down with them to go through the paperwork to buy the car. Oh, I did want to read this one. Okay. I asked if they would be willing to fill the car up with gas since the car was on empty with the gas light on. They told me they would not. They told me they would not fill up the car and were only willing to put $10 worth of gas for me, just enough for me to drive off the lot. Nobody does that. I was okay with that since we liked the car. No car is worth what's about to happen. I don't mean to blame this customer, seriously, I really don't. During the process, we found out the car only had one key and the other one was missing. Where is that key? I asked if they would deduct the cost of the second key from the purchase price. Robin went to talk to Timothy regarding the missing key, the manager. Robin comes back to let me know they will not budge on the price. So you're paying for a key that doesn't exist. I told them that's fine, and I will still buy the car with one key. We continued to sign all the paperwork for the purchase of the car. We noticed the weather stripping was not on the document as promised. I inquired about it, and Timothy came out to show me some printout of his cost. This is so funny. Came out to show me some printout of his cost and that he is not making his money on this car and that it is well below KBB. He told me that I could buy this car and flip it and make a lot of money on it. What is going on here? This is not a professional situation. Not sure if his profit margin is razor thin or I was getting a good story. I told him that it was fine. It's not fine. Please go. Please run. And would continue to buy the car since it was just another $10 I would have to spend to replace it. I told them I have never had a car buying experience where something was agreed upon and when sitting down to sign paperwork that things were not as agreed upon, especially something that only cost $10. I told them I would provide my feedback on my experience. I think what he's saying here is that he's never had an experience where there was this much that happened and nothing was agreed on. I told them I would provide my feedback on my experience on Yelp. Timothy got upset and told me he will not sell the car to me. I didn't like how I was treated, didn't want to get an argument over the $10 or the car, so we left. It blows my mind that a business would walk away from a deal over $10 instead of making it right. Looking at some of the previous reviews, I could see this wasn't the first time things were changed or forgotten off the bill of sale during the purchase. Be vigilant and review the purchase agreement before signing the paperwork if you do decide to buy a car from here. Don't buy a car from them. The manager responds. This one isn't signed, but it is written exactly like the other ones that are signed. Customer name. On Friday, April 23rd, you called and asked specific questions about this Nissan Altima. I answered all your questions and assured you of the condition to the car. You went on to share with me of a story of another car dealership in the area that lied to you about the condition of the car and its mismatching color. Why is this relevant? On Saturday, April 24, you came in and test drove the car. Upon your return, you mentioned that the tire pressure light is on and there is a small weather strip piece under the hood that is missing. Robin told you we properly inflated the tires, but we are not going to buy the weather strip. It costs less than $50. That's a lie. He said he would buy it. Or he said he would fix it. Robin assured you we are selling this vehicle less than market value and FYI, Kelley Blue Book wholesale value is this amount and Kelley Blue Book retail value is this amount. You knew that and you told him, how about gas? Will you fill it up for me? Because obviously, why would they not fill the gas? Robin told you we typically don't, but he's going to fill the tank up for you. I'm sorry. In what world do you sell someone a car without gas in it? Especially as a business. I don't know how you assumed that the weather strip will be purchased and mailed to you because he was told that it would be. When you were told clearly we are not doing so, and for that reason the paperwork didn't indicate any promissory note to provide parts for the car. You cannot just whip out the word promissory. Here comes the best out of you. You cannot talk to people this way. You go on to tell it's only 10 or 20 bucks piece. I will buy it, but I will make sure to share my disappointment on Yelp. I am sorry, but in order to get a bad review, we must have done something bad. You did so many things. I came out and asked you step by step of the process of this transaction and how transparent we have been, and you agreed. However, you insisted that we either provide the piece or you will express your experience on Yelp. In other words, I better do what you want or you will bad review us. Well, sir, the car is not for sale then. We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. We stand our ground to defend our business, and we will not tolerate being threatened or bullied into doing things the unjust way. So please elaborate to me and others. How is it possible that I have to sell you a car the way you want, or else? It is sad the time we live in and the mentality of people like you. This is the official business account responding. Oh my gosh. There's a situation that is happening in these comments where there are a lot of reviews with different names, and to all of them, they are responding, calling them the same name and implying that this person is making a bunch of different accounts to provide different reviews to this business. I have no idea whether that's actually happening or not, but just because of that, I'm just not going to read any of the ones that are involved in this scandal, this conspiracy. So I'm going to skip all of those. Here's a one, I won't read it, but it's basically the guy is just saying it was fine, the prices were high. And then the owner, really like not even that bad of a review. The owner responds and just goes into all these details about the car that they apparently were trying to sell him, the price, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, how do you expect us to be in business? We are a business at the end of the day and not a charity. And then the original reviewer updates the review and says, this response is not about the car that I was interested in at all. So this one sums it up. They showed me the paperwork and everything, and we went through it. When they gave me the final paperwork, it was completely different, and none of the things we agreed on were on it. Pretty sad when they want to save a few $100. Oh, this one's insane. Okay. I cannot believe this. I called to ask a question about loans for people with bad credit or issues with their credit. One of the employees advised me to go to loan company, and I told him I got denied, and he just hung up on me. Very, very bad customer service. I would not recommend this company for anybody. All they care about is money. At the least they could have done was at least answer some questions. I could have had a major down payment to put down. I guess they don't want to work with people with bad credit. You got to have excellent credit to go to this company. I do not recommend it. Their response to this was... you cannot say this. Okay. Sorry for trying to give someone with actual customer's credit score credit another option. Be mad at yourself, not us. This review is posted with the customer's full name and picture. You can't put their freaking credit score on a public thing. You actually can't, though, because the way that you got this was through reporting. And you are not allowed to disclose that just willy-nilly to the public. There are such specific regulations around that. I work at a bank. You can't do this. Okay, my computer is dying. But, yeah, but that's basically it. The other, there was the last one I wanted to read was just that a customer said that the manager, Timothy, called them to demand they take their review down. Which, again, you can't do. You cannot influence reviews like that. I'm just saying. And then there's also a bunch of reviews where they respond by being like, are you sure this is about us? Oh, is my mic covered? Oh, no. They respond by being like, are you sure this is about us? There are several businesses in the area with a similar name. And honestly, I don't even know what to believe on that one. I'm not saying that they're wrong in every situation, but... I don't even know. That cannot be normal. There's no way that's normal. That's crazy. That's crazy behavior. I don't know. I just found that funny. This video has gotten so derailed. I had a vision for it, which was going to be me talking about the beauty of the lifting of seasonal depression, but also it got interrupted for like reasons that I think are important to talk about. And oftentimes when you have a disability, it will derail your plans, and it's not always like, I don't know, it's not always worse. It's not always like a disaster. Sometimes it's just like you're gonna do the same thing you were gonna do, just later. Just later, just more rested, and you're going to do it better because you're more rested. So I will be putting in some clips of of the botanical garden that I went to, because that was awesome. And yeah, maybe in this video I will revive that theme, but you know, it kind of feels like this video is winding down a little bit, so maybe that'll be another video. We will see what happens. But if this is the last thing of me talking to you like this, then thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the videos of the botanical garden, if you want to stick around for those vibes. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. I don't know how to end a conversation, so I definitely don't know how to end this. I would like to make a video sometime about like that weird thing of like, I don't know, just about masking in general, and like how sometimes you can, especially if you're high masking, you can like get stuck in it and like not be able to turn it off until you're like alone in a dimly lit familiar room. Don't you love a dimly lit familiar room? I don't like the word dimly actually, but softly lit familiar room, preferably with colors. This didn't turn out to be what okay, just one little thought I want to throw in here at the end. When I said this isn't turning out to be, and I just said it again, what I planned it to be, I smiled at the end of that sentence, like kind of reflexively, but it was not the face I wanted to make. It was not the way I was feeling. But I do that a lot when I am delivering something that is not positive, even like, especially if it's also just not like serious, if it's like not a huge deal but not positive. I always find myself trying to smile, trying to be light, introduce levity. Because I feel like, I don't know, I'm scared to just let that slightly negative phrase linger. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But I don't think most people are doing that level of thinking about their output and the impact that it has. But I guess that's hyper empathy and spending your life training yourself vigorously on people and how to come across in a tolerable way, or even how to come across the way that you feel. A lot of times I'm frustrated because I'm trying to like unmask, but then my faces aren't matching how I feel, and I feel like people aren't going to understand me, which is very scary and distressing. But anyways, those are just maybe some things we'll go into more later. I'm gonna stop now because otherwise I will keep rambling. Okay. Bye.